And we're live. Welcome everyone to the home of the sickest fan base in all of USL Championship. Seriously, Loco. If you're looking for sickos, you can't find anyone worse than this because it is it is a West Coast kickoff. I'm your host, Phil Bakke, and I'm joined as always by Mika Burrell. But Mika, we're here to watch Locomotive play again, and we continue to subject ourselves to this.
Yeah, I mean, you literally, as you were bringing up the West Coast kickoff, I just realized it's 10 o'clock your time. So you're, if we're the sickos, you're in the ICU.
Yeah.
Um, but
I,
yeah, uh,
I'm in trouble.
Locomotive are a shambles, but and it's kind of like even more of a come down this one because we've spent all day watching fabulous European football as the domestic leagues kick off in Spain and watching good football, and this is just gonna.
Wait, shoot. Did we lose Mika or am I
I'm back. Can you hear me?
okay? Yes, yes.
I think it
Typically it's
was
at the
me.
end of the stream
I know. I'm
that you
sorry.
cut
I
out.
don't know what's going on. Cause like
No,
my actual like Paramount stream cut out too, so it had to have been me.
okay. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't tripping. So no, but you're absolutely right. I mean, we've been watching some great stuff, entertaining games, and that's even taking into account those teams, sort of working their way back up to full speed and all of this. So it wasn't always like the cleanest in terms of every single team being like fit and firing and just really fluid and all that stuff. But some of the play today and the games today we got were highly entertaining. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, we just haven't seen, I think like all of us have probably felt at one point or another in the season that Locomotive were going to get through whatever was, whatever grains were in the gears and whatever the issues were going to eventually work themselves out. And I think between a win over Miami, but not a super convincing one against a very, very weak team at home, to turn around and play as poorly as they did against, obviously one of the class organizations or one of the class sides right now and form sides right now in the league, but it really did show just how far off it I think Locomotive is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, historically California swings haven't been friendly to us, right? But at this point it's more than just like coming up against bogey teams. We're just not a good team, unfortunately. Or we're not playing like a good team, I should say, because I do think that there are objectively good players in this side that just for one reason or another are not living up to their potential, not playing as a team. Sacramento was a particularly low ebb just because we had come into that game on the back of two undefeated, which you take anything you can get at this point, if you're a Locomotive fan. But yeah, it was just crashing right back down to earth. Sacramento were just on another. There was only ever one team in that game, and it was Sacramento.
Yeah.
Um, and they really could have made us pay harder if they wanted to. But yeah, the boys just have to, I guess, have short memories, and they go, right down the Pacific Coast Highway to Orange County, and I say that like it's close by. It's like 8 hours away from Sacramento or something. But um, yeah, I mean, coming up against Andrew Fox and the Orange County, who are having an okay season. Like they're not, beating the brakes off folks or anything, but they're certainly more convincing than we are. And it looks like kickoff is upon us,
Is
just
imminent. Yeah.
about.
Um, Briefly, as in the moments leading up to kickoff, the team noticeably lacking changes aside from actually Bolu Akinyode, who is dropped in favor of Tumi Moshibane, a change of shape, a switch to 2 in midfield. And I said as much as we do get underway now. I said as much online, but I don't know how anyone, particularly a manager of this team, looks at the way that we've played over the last few games and says less presence in midfield is what we're looking for.
Yeah, I feel like there can be this like temptation maybe sometimes for when a team's not playing well to just like add more defenders, and it's like that doesn't actually make you stop leaking goals, right? And if your team's not actually built for that, then what are we doing? I think this is a poor use of resources, to be quite honest. I mean, I know you want to fit Aquay in, and Dolomire and Craig have been kind of your partnership, but just the 5 at the back is just nonsense for me. We've seen it enough times. It's yeah.
I've seen enough. No, it is. We have a little bit of the team's trading possession as Orange County go long. Dolomire able to win that one. But Orange County back on the ball, and I think Orange County's quality in midfield is what gives me additional pause. Although I will say they are a little bit diminished from their typical starting lineup.
A lot of injuries.
Yeah. So in midfield,
where are
they
you
are
at,
missing
by the
out
way?
on. I'm at
Sorry.
140.
Okay, I'm only like a few seconds behind you. That's fine.
I can give it a pause at 2 minutes and just so we're right in line.
Okay. I'm at 47, 8.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give it a pause at 2 minutes flat. All right, I am paused at 2 minutes.
8, 9, 2.
Cool. Locomotive trying to play it out from the back here. And actually a nice bit of footwork there from Ricky Ruiz.
Tell you what, this camera angle does nothing for the tactics nerds.
No, no, not at all. Need to get this camera a bit higher. It feels like we're at
the Vitality.
I was literally gonna say at Bournemouth. This feels like the Vitality. That's funny. Speaking of Bournemouth, did they actually get a draw today? Is that?
Yeah, I think Semenyo scored the late equalizer.
Yeah, against Forest. The good news for Bournemouth is, I mean, decent result, but they probably won't have to worry about Forest long term because they're almost certainly going to get financial fair play at some point this season again. So
there is that, yes.
No, we'll see. Locomotive now kind of hemmed in here, and Orange County trying to work something from the throw.
Are
out
you
here on the right.
Imbibing on anything tonight, Phil?
Yeah, I made myself a little. I'm calling it a tiki old fashioned.
Ooh, okay.
So it's
do you have like a tiki vessel in which to put this drink?
No, just it looks like a classic old fashioned, but it's actually Jamaican rum, a little turbinado simple syrup, and I got as like a gift a couple of years ago this like bitters set, and one of them are Earl Grey tea bitters, so they're like citrusy bitters, and yeah. So I did that in there, and so a nice little old fashioned really style, but a little bit different.
The keys to the game, y'all. Orange County defend, El Paso score.
Defend. Yeah, take chances in front of goal. See, the thing is like you need to create chances to score chances, and
right. Like what chances are we supposed to take if we don't create them?
Yeah, Orange County. I mean, after a couple of spells of Locomotive possession, Orange County have settled in pretty comfortably here. It feels like. But you mentioned
in Andrew Fox there.
Yeah. I was gonna say you mentioned Foxy, and it is as there's a little tangle here, and it looks like it's gonna go Orange County's way. Brandon Craig committing the foul there. Did he keep this ball in? I find it hard to believe if he did.
Old fashioned by the sea.
Yep.
I'm boring. I'm just drinking tea.
I this is my lone drink tonight, so we're not getting like turnt by any stretch of the imagination. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but yeah, Craig's barber, like federal prison
Hmm.
immediately. Because what is that?
No, there's something
What are
there's something
those?
deeply suspicious about that fade.
And
Toomey wins the ball.
that can affect form.
Oh, absolutely. Eric actually gets the ball back in front of goal here. Can Locomotive do something from this? Reverse ball from Cabrera behind for a corner.
That was actually
No, he's
clever from Junior
giving a
there.
goal kick. Miles Lyons, I guess the cross came back off him. Yeah, that reverse ball was actually pretty good. It was a poor clearance initially that Calvillo and Moshe Bani were able to combine, and that disguised pass was actually quite nice from Andy. All we know this season is watching the game in our own defensive half. What is offense anyway? I mean, fair enough. What are we at? Still I guess we've scored what, 14 goals or
Oh my god, that's diabolical.
hold on, 18 goals? 18. Yeah, 18 goals in 24 games. The two against Miami were the
Like, make no mistake, if we had Pro World, we'd be going down for sure.
USL League One. Here we come. But maybe we'd win some. Should be a nice change of pace. Orange County, we're trying to work something here, and it's a loose touch out there on the left hand side.
They have the ambulance on the far side ready, door open and everything, just to wheel us away at full time.
It was Haggart out there, Chris Haggart. So this is, I mean, it is a little bit of a stricken Orange County in the sense that no well, I guess a handful of players starting from the bench, so more household names like Seth Kasipley, who people will remember from the Reno
Yeah.
the Reno days in early Locomotive. Christian Sordo, who is another Miami alumnus, and then Bryce Jameson. But they are missing a handful. Kevin Partita in midfield is a big miss for them. Kevin Partita. And then as they're working the ball around Locomotive's box here, cross comes into the center, headed down by Lions and then chipped away by Coronado. But Orange County straight back onto it. Coronado is essentially playing as another center back. To be quite honest, we're playing a back five, and Coronado is dropping in between the three center backs that we already have. So, having to go long under pressure, and Orange County's press. I mean, it's sort of it may as well be common knowledge. Referee waves play on after what looked like a handball, but cross comes in, headed down again, and then booted away by Calvillo. Yeah, Locomotive just, I mean, fully all 11 players behind the ball. And they are being absolutely bombarded at this point by Orange County pressure. And it's sort of like, I guess what I was saying before that chance sort of developed was the playbook in terms of approaching Locomotive is pretty well established at this point, which is like, if you can put them under any sort of pressure, you can cause us a lot of problems.
Right.
as Cabrera commits a foul here. Like we just haven't we have never really we haven't really shown all season that we can play like through a press effectively, as they're in behind from this free kick. Initial cross is deflected, and then I think a foul is going to go our way, but
You know
Lions kind of bailed out there.
Clocked. Is Lucas Stauffer not available?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, you'd have to say, I guess, almost certainly an injury. Like, there's not really, or a fitness issue.
Yeah.
Because there's certainly nothing about his performance probably that would have dropped him, you know, compared to as Eric Calvillo, a nice chance here, but has it go from halfway, and it's an easy catch. That's the second time he's done that, because he did that in the late stages against Sac Republic as well. And it's not exactly a vote of confidence in your attack when your, you know, more attacking midfielder is like having to go from 50 yards rather than think like maybe we could score from this in a more conventional way. Everybody's just taking the high, or chasing the high that we had in Tampa Bay.
Right. And Nevada's
the one good moment we had
on Grotto with that suspension. So.
Yep. And Orange County have won the ball now again and are threatening to get in behind. It's cross comes in and Akwe is able to get it away. Still crazy to me that that the number 3 shirt was available for a mid-season acquisition, but
that is kind of odd.
But we have some weird squad numbers too. Like guys haven't exactly lined up for 1 through 11, so
that's true. And Eric Calvillo's never a 6, but whatever.
Yeah. Locomotive trying to get like some foothold in the game and are actually Orange County's press like drops off for once, but then another a long switch, actually a quite effective one to Ricky Ruiz, and a nice 1-2 here with Moreno. Can Ruiz fashion something from this? He was trying to get it onto his left foot and he just ran out of room.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he's left-footed there, then that might have turned into something.
I do think it is funny that I can remember as Ruiz wins the header there. Now Calvillo looking for Moreno in behind, but just undercooks the pass. I will never forget that, like, after we signed Ruiz, I put in the initial tweet, and it was just based off of some, you know, the cursory sort of research of like where's he been playing for Chattanooga, that he had lined up mostly in central midfield, or like in central midfield and on the wing, and like twice he lined up as a left back. And one of the RGV fans, you know, those like the poor like cast-offs fans were like, Ricky Ruiz is not a left back, LOL. And I was like, well, I'm just saying where he's played as Orange County threatened to get in again and keeping us hemmed in again. And then that's really poor from Amando Moreno to give the free kick away there.
That's frustration right there, because he's telling Lamb to get up, and it's like it was a clear foul, and it's 14 minutes in. So this just tells you that the mentality is in hell.
Yeah.
Here's a replay. Yeah.
He just barges him in the back, and yeah. Just nothing. Nothing. Looking for anything to cling on to. And since then we've exclusively lined Ricky Ruiz up as a left back after the common wisdom was like, he is not a left back. I was like, well, he is now.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. As Orange County have a free kick in a dangerous area here, and Lamb to deliver, and delivered a really good cross flicked on and behind. It just didn't get that second touch that it needed. Yeah, it came to Nakeem, I think, there, the center back, and he probably, honestly, he was probably in a decent enough position to go for goal. As we do see OC's injury report, and it is pretty lengthy. Alaski, Partita, Chada, Thomas Among. So yeah, a lot of names on their report. While
I feel like this
Borelli
is the
listed
first
for
time
us.
that they've actually listed Tony Alfaro as injured.
Mm-hmm. Which also interesting because I don't know, based on what we knew about the nature of Tony's injury, it didn't seem like he was going to be this far away, and now it's been like an additional 3 weeks since that conversation.
Yeah, yeah. You just
So
never know.
yeah. Well, and to be fair, I mean, it was one of those things where, you know, as Locomotive tried to restart things quickly down the right-hand side, Cabrera with his first big touches finds Moreno, and Moreno clever there in winning the free kick, we'll say, but it is a good spot for a free kick, which Locomotive, I'm not sure why they would try to take this one quickly necessarily.
Yeah, no, it's a good place to set up.
As yeah, a little bit clumsy from, I think it's Dylan there in midfield for OC, a little bit clumsy, but again, a little savvy from Moreno to win it.
Brandon Craig did hit one from this distance against, was it San Antonio?
San Antonio,
So
the good old days.
Yeah, but who knows if he's got that same confidence right now.
Calvillo is really trying to take this one. And now he's walking off of it. And it does look like it is going to be Craig. The angle is good to try to bend it into that left-hand corner, but gets it wrong in the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, just couldn't get it to dip.
Yeah, Brandon Craig's haircut is like, I mean, it's like the alt-right pipeline. Like that man is on some questionable subreddits. Moreno cut it. If that's true, that's very funny, actually. I can't tell if that's a joke or not, because I could totally see this team like cutting each other's hair.
Right.
God knows they're not getting any of their performance bonuses. So, remind me when we're done recording. This is not for the viewers, but remind me when we're done streaming, Mika. We've got likes in the Seriously Loco feed to discuss.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Lions onto this one. Calvillo having a go. Was there a touch from the keeper there? That's a question, but apparently not. Locomotive.
Interesting shot choice. He tries to like finesse it in.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a
power.
It's a little bit of a. I think it's a Jordan Henderson we would see do those sorts of shots every once in a while. sort of
Hey, he
using
made the keeper
the
work, so I'll take it.
yeah, yeah. And Locomotive, like, 5 minutes in, I was sort of I was sort of writing us off because it felt like we were very much under the cosh, as they say. But as OC's press has dropped off here, after the opening sort of 15 minutes, we have had a little bit more possession. We've been applying a little bit more pressure, so not getting overly ahead of myself yet in terms of optimism, but we are at least looking like we know some ways to unsettle Orange County.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the other night in Sacramento, where we looked absolutely clueless on how to stop them. Craig's a little bit of a lucky boy there because him letting, I think it's Dogman actually down that left hand side who got to that ahead of Craig, and he should not have been beat to that ball.
Well, that I was just gonna say that ball down the left is on constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem. It's giving first half season Locomotive.
Yeah. Orange County immediately get a throw back after Brandon Craig took the throw and it bounced, like whoever it was receiving the throw played it back to Craig and he mistouched it and went out for a throw. So Orange County with a couple of throws in quick succession to sort of get back on top here in terms of field position. A little bit of mistake in midfield though, and Moreno's onto it.
And Orange County were well committed up the field.
Yeah, Locomotive have numbers. Can Moreno find the right pass? He finds Calvillo. Back to Coronado, who has a hit. Well saved in the end. That was arrowing towards the top corner.
Really good break.
Yeah.
4-on-2 it was at 1.4 on 3 maybe. I thought maybe Armando Moreno had delayed the pass just a smidge, but ultimately it does end up with the Coronado save. It's always rising, but the keeper gets a good mitt to it. Yeah. Jeez, man.
Heck of a hit. I do think Moreno, if he releases that pass out to Calvillo, like I don't think it was a wrong decision to go out to Calvillo, but if he releases that pass just slightly earlier, he leaves more options, I think, because Cabrera and Moshibane were in there, and a hit from distance now from Ricky Ruiz, and it's got everybody chasing back as Orange County now threaten on the counter.
Fox
and
going down the wing.
Yeah, Fox is actually at the far post. Cross comes in, header comes in, and it's flashed wide, drilled back in. Fracas in the boxes.
There's a lot shout for a penalty there.
Yeah, I honestly think Locomotive are a little bit lucky to get away with it, because it did look like there was some contact. But
end to end here in Orange County, jeez.
Cabrera headed back to the other end, has a go himself, and that one always rising, but over the crossbar in the end. Really connected with that one though, and yeah, I mean, is this actually better for Locomotive if they getting a team that might technically be better than them or in form, getting them into a little bit of a foot race?
I mean, if you rate your own athleticism, then for sure. I would think having just played against Sacramento, that's like the opposite of the kind of game they want to get into. But it is clearly leading to better chances than we've seen in quite a while when we're trying to just work it around the box and break teams down. So, and we do have that pace up top with Armando Moreno. So it's a choice for sure, but
I just feel like as a cross coming in for Orange County, good header away by Ruiz, and the foul goes against Orange County, who are not super pleased. They're probably having a little bit of a discussion regarding that penalty claim from a couple minutes ago. I'm surprised we haven't actually seen a replay, but I guess time or play hasn't stopped long enough to really even
so much has happened.
Show one. Akwe playing the ball out to Lions. Some of the passing actually a lot sharper than we are used to from Locomotive. A great switch of play here from Tumi Moshabane out to Ruiz. And he's got Moreno. He's got Cabrera. Cabrera into the box. A couple of loose touches from Cabrera
Danny
there.
Needs
and
to take that first time.
That's what it felt. It felt maybe like he just needs to have a go. Nice ball from Calvillo, too. Tumi Moshabane shouts for handball. It was in close to the body for sure, I think is the one thing you could say. And now Orange County looking to break. And luckily, I couldn't see who actually slid in the end because Dolenmeyer was, doing that thing again where he has the potential to get caught up the field, but it was a sliding intervention, I think, from Calvillo, potentially. But Locomotive actually having some success at breaking lines, which is just not something we have seen from this team all that often.
Yeah, I mean, this team has like phases, right? I don't know that we've had ever like a completely solid like half of football in the second half of the season, but is what it is.
Couple of decision making question marks, I guess you would say there, because with the success we're having playing through Orange County, I don't love when we all of a sudden like go over the top again, but
a couple of Rangers flags in the background. Do they still have that association with Rangers?
They do.
Okay.
They do. And we've got Christian joining us as well. Christian, what's up, man?
What's up? Sorry, I don't have my microphone, so sorry for whatever inadvertent noises.
It's actually sounds okay.
Okay, cool. There might be dogs later, but
StreamYard for whatever reason is quite good with the background noise, but
how are we
dogs they can't take care of.
It's been better the last like 10 minutes.
Better.
Coronado had one that was,
headed
a postage stamp, but
yeah,
keeper made a good save.
Saved well. I mean, we're due for a couple of like worldy saves against us, to be honest, because Jamali Wade has been insane. So we're bound for the keeper to do something. But yeah, I think overall, like after the first 15 minutes, it's been better, but it's almost exclusively tied to the fact that I think Orange County is like choosing not to press us anymore, because when they had the press fully on, as they do get the press back on, and Calvillo fouled there. When they had the press on, we looked absolutely horrible. Couldn't get on the ball at all. But
that foul was crazy right there. Actually, he reminds me of Milner, that Powers guy.
Oh. Yeah, he does look like. I was just thinking that. Like,
that's funny.
Shit.
Nice sequence again from Locomotive to get to Ruiz, and it's in from Moreno. Oh, but the flag's up for offside.
No way.
Oh yeah, I'm a little bit behind you guys, so I'm seeing it now, and yeah.
There's some Locomotive fans in the stands.
Yeah.
Shout out. Oh, this is a really good action. Just quick passing through the lines. And
was he off?
The pace on the ball was everything. All Moreno had to do is get a touch on it. We can't tell from any of these angles we're being shown. So we just
Foxy didn't even look to the linesman. So he was either fully confident that Moreno was off, or he was expecting that he was picking that ball out of the back of the net.
What a move. Ugh,
That's
Yeah.
one of
that's
those
a
ones
warning
that
shot.
it's one of those ones that make you say like, why can't we just always do that?
Yeah,
What is
Or at least
stopping
like
us?
do that more often than we don't.
Yeah.
right. Calvillo on the turn to Moshe Bane, like switch out wide to a fullback who crosses in, puts it on a plate for a forward. It's just like, it's almost certainly what you would have expected them to say, how they drew it up, in preseason. Like, this is how we're going to play. And we basically never made it possible. That is not a particularly clever challenge on Miles Lyons.
Man, they're just flying into those.
Ryan Dogman, I think the one who I don't know, this Dogman injury stinks of like, if I'm hurt, maybe they won't book me.
Book you, yeah.
Which yeah, he does avoid any sanctioning aside from the foul. Orange County squeeze Locomotive out of possession there, and then the foul comes in from Emre Chan.
There's Milner.
James Milner, Emre Chan. Like, are there any other Premier League slash Liverpool alumnus that can get squeezed into this one?
Okay, the ref with the back heel. All right.
And Christian, if it makes sense, we could probably pause to sync up.
I'm at 31, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're like tens. I'm like 10. It's like 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
Just we'll say stop at 32. 32
Yeah.
even.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can pause at 32. If that's good for you, Mika.
Yes.
Milner, 7 years older than Fabian Hertzler at Brighton.
56, 57, 58, 59, 32.
Well, my freaking stream died, so that's cool. I'm at 32, 21, 22.
Oh, shoot. You're 10 seconds ahead now.
Oh my god. Okay, what the hell? Paramount is not very user friendly on the PC.
Paramount's app is ass. I'm actually watching on CBSSports.com.
I'm watching through the app on my TV, through Paramount on my TV.
I'm struggling.
Ooh, another big slide there from
Where are you
Yeah, it
guys
was like-
now?
45.
45.
I don't even know where I am. They didn't show me the score bug.
First booking of the game goes to...
It's like I don't feel like did Ruiz even get the ball? I feel like they both missed.
I think Ruiz actually does get the ball, but Norris really went in full-blooded in that one. 17 years old, Ben Norris.
That explains it. Those
and,
young bucks.
Now the ball's back with Jamali Waite. And I do love that we are all watching the same game because Jake in the chat has it on Galazzo through Amazon Prime. So,
I just switched to CBS Sports to see if it would be better than Paramount.
So I've got it on CBSSports.com. Mika had it on Paramount. You had it on the Paramount app on a smart TV, Christian, and then Amazon Prime for Jake. So it's just like,
What a time to be alive.
you can watch Locomotive in literally more ways than you would ever want. As Jamali Waite connects with Noah Dolenmeyer here. Play should probably stop for a head injury.
I'm stopped at 34-19, by the way.
Okay. I'm at 34, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay.
Noah catches a punch from Jamali here, or an elbow really
Bam.
from
I feel
Jamali
like
right in
Noah
the
does
face.
not know where he's going.
No, he's
Yeah,
almost certainly gotten a shout too off of Jamali. Like Jamali has to be calling for it, right? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, Noah gets cleaned out. It was interesting that the ref initially allowed play to continue because it's like, well, you know, I stop it for head injuries unless they are caused by your own dude.
It's weird. So what happened? Like, if the ball's in the box, do they do like a drop ball in the box?
They do a drop ball probably to the team with the injury, and then they would basically be expected to like boot it back.
Yeah.
I think this is a good shout. Norris looks like the rich kid.
What does dislike movie mean?
Oh, I don't know about dislike movie. He probably meant something else, but I was thinking
Disney
80s.
movie, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Autocorrect. And they are giving them a drop ball like right outside of the area.
He is kind of giving Don Carlo.
And his name, hold on. His name is something that is like aggressively white. Paul Hardiman.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, dirt bike.
I'm still confused.
Wait, are there a lot of 80s movies about dirt bikes?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a genre.
That's a weird niche.
I assume there's at least like one, but Orange County back on the ball and threatening again. Shot goes straight into the palms of Jamali Waite.
Right down the throat.
Heggart not making him work as hard as he's typically had to in defense of Locomotive's goal. Ruiz trying to go down the line towards Moreno. It's actually...
Oh.
That was clever from Eric, and
wow, stays
advantage
up too.
played. Sprays a nice pass out to Miles Lyons out on the right-hand side. He's got Moshabane in support. Moshabane on the edge of the area has a go. Cleared away.
I loved every bit of that, though.
And that's what, I mean, you know how deeply struggling we have been when just a few series of, just a sequence of passes is enough to get us excited. It doesn't even have to lead to anything.
This game is a real track meet.
Yeah, it really is. But Orange County back in possession. Can I say too? I mean, 38 minutes elapsed now into the 39th. But can I say that our performance has already exceeded my expectations?
Yes.
In some ways.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying this is like it's all good and whatever happens from here is fine. I just mean that I was expecting us to get sort of walked all over, and it hasn't been as.
I think that like because Sacramento was so bad, it's almost like the only way is up, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I tend to agree. It's been markedly better than what we showed in Sacramento the other night.
Yeah.
Now the absentees for Orange County is the one thing that gives me a little bit of pause in terms of like, this is not this. You sort of have to qualify the performance too with like they are missing a significant portion of guys that would be starting, like probably 4 or 5 starters.
Right.
Even so, I mean, they haven't been like this really big offensive juggernaut this year too. So like,
True.
maybe us getting beaten, 3-0 was never really going to happen, but also we might not get a goal, so they might just need
Right.
one.
I did enjoy fan bases on match day 1 singing about being top of the league in the
I was
Premier
gonna say
League.
that's a match day 1 comment is exactly what I was thinking.
I think it was done sort of
Oh
tongue in
my
cheek because
god.
this header back and Jamali has to do a little bit. Brandon Craig nearly with the comical own goal.
Good lord.
That would have
It
destroyed
be your
me.
own people.
I told you that haircut cannot be trusted.
Oh man.
I save of the week candidate.
Oh no.
That's a handball, surely.
Yeah, simply has to be. It's so funny because I think like people are so wrapped up around accidental or not handball, and like I think I don't know, is it too simplistic as that pass cuts out 80% of our team and Orange County has a go
Ooh.
dragged wide. It was
Not good.
yeah, that one pass into midfield for Hegart was enough to give him the space to release Zubak. And Zubak, I mean, probably should be he should at least be hitting the target. And Locomotive let off there. Was it too simplistic to say that the handball rule should just be around whether you gained an advantage from using your hand? Like, is that too results based?
Yeah, I
Or
think I
like,
think that gets
should you?
that makes it even more like subjective.
Because I just think like if I control the ball because it struck my arm, then like, or if a counterattack is thwarted because it struck my arm, or a shot is blocked because it struck my arm, like I feel like that is the ones that you should punish, and like everything else seems kind of stupid.
I guess so, but then again, like the call of like did it touch the arm or not is easier than did you
Yeah.
getting an advantage or not.
Yeah,
So
I guess that's fair.
But yeah.
Dollenmeyer, yeah, not the most clever challenge. Has a go at the linesman afterwards, but I don't think he can have many complaints. He's got sort of his arm over
He's so much taller than him.
He had his arm like on the back of the guy's neck. It's just like you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win that argument that you were like shoulder to shoulder. Orange County with a dangerous free kick out on the right hand side, delivered in and headed up into the air. I think it actually came off a Zubak, and then Moreno wins the free kick. I think if I don't know, there's something about our set piece defending where I just feel like we never win the first, like that initial header. We never just like clear it.
No. It's been an issue for a couple of seasons now, though, right?
Yeah. Feels like it. Just like not attacking. I know that's something we talked about a lot last year, was like not attacking is a nice little spin move there out on the right hand flank for Orange County, gets them potentially in behind, but luckily Locomotive able to squeeze them out of possession.
Man, who was that the other night for Sacramento that was killing us? Was it Pirano?
Pirano just absolutely slicing and dicing us. He could literally do whatever he wants. That was Cameron Dunbar with the spin move. That was a pretty nifty piece of footwork out there on the right hand flank for Orange County. But I think Locomotive being benefiting a little bit, but being a little bit clever here with the referee is prone to calling these sort of like small fouls.
Noah, what are you doing?
Bad giveaway in midfield though now for Locomotive, and Orange County trying to put the pressure on, and it was Dunbar who should have put that away. Or was it cleared behind in the end by Locomotive? It looks like it's gone out for a corner. It was Hegart who got the cross in. And yeah, it's an intervention from Dolenmeyer. I thought Dunbar had actually gotten on the end of that, but 2 minutes of added time here at the end of the first half, and a corner kick for Orange County. Lamb over this one, but referee just delaying the restart. Having a conversation with Miles Lyons about holding and all of that. Still waiting. Lamb delivers this one to the far post. Headed down, blocked in front. It's back into the mixer from Orange County. I think it'll be another corner, actually. Oh, has
Coronado died for that.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Did they give a goal kick or did they give a foul?
Not sure.
What a strike, though.
Yeah, he really caught that one. And yeah, Coronado literally going down like he was shot because he was.
Right.
All right, blow the whistle, please.
Long ball forward.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hegart takes it down, gets it back onto his right, and a clearance off the line. Dolenmeyer.
Man, he took out 2 defenders on his own, and then Dolenmeyer right there on the line. Jesus.
Blow the whistle for the love of God.
And
what is happening?
I think the referee was blowing for halftime.
I thought he called a handball our way.
Man, he did everything right there, Hegard. I mean,
yeah,
he dropped the shoulder on 2 guys, got the shot off, and Noah Dolenmeyer's big ass head was right there.
Dolenmeyer, I would say Dolenmeyer's a little lucky in the sense that like it's another that whole sequence starts from him making like another, like his clearances just always seem to find Orange County.
Ooh, there was that one from Coronado.
Yeah, because it's a Dolenmeyer clearance like into traffic that that leads to the move ultimately. So yeah, just a very are you guys seeing this commercial?
Yes. Who is this douche?
Wait, what?
Omega Accounting Solutions.
Omega Accounting Solutions. Yeah.
That was crazy. There were ninjas for some reason.
It was giving Wolf of Wall Street vibes.
Yeah, there was Wolf of Wall Street. There's a lot of
leaving.
there's a lot going on. So we've got Dolenmeyer getting compared to Ray Gun in the chat as well.
Have you guys been keeping up with all that drama? Like, I can't decide whether I'm over it or I'm like
more invested than ever.
Yeah.
I wasn't there something that they were going after her because they were saying something like she
committed treason.
orchestrated her way to
Yeah,
the
like she like
Olympics, like-
manipulated her the system to get herself there. Yeah.
and now it's like I can't remember the tweet. I think it was something along the lines of like, imagine, or like, can you imagine dancing so bad that you get criminally prosecuted?
That's what I'm saying. Like, are they accusing her of treason? Like, or like bringing shame on the nation? Like,
Australia is accusing her of high treason.
oh my god. And then they like eliminated the sport altogether, right?
Yeah,
like,
they
it
said
won't be back.
They
It's just
said this
over.
is nonsense.
It is funny to me. Do you guys have this? Because my I think and maybe it's our parents' generation, or maybe it's not just like exclusively them, but like anything that was on during, especially like the early stages of the Olympics, my dad's favorite thing would be like, I can't believe this is an Olympic sport. And I would say, like, my reaction was like, but what is the difference if it is or it isn't, right? Like in terms of us, like if people win gold medals in skateboarding, does it actually matter? Like like I had this genuine question of like, why is there a line of like what we think should and should not be an Olympic sport?
Right. Yeah.
Because when you boil it down, like the original Olympics were just a bunch of greased up Greek dudes like naked wrestling.
And like running. I just gotta say, like, what a fucking summer Spain had.
Truly.
And what's his name? The midfielder from Barcelona who won the Euros and Olympic gold. Like, that's insane.
Yamal. That's what they're saying on the chat.
No, not Yamal. Yamal didn't play at the Olympics. Fermin Lopez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy that he went to both. Like it was sort of a one or another thing.
I
like,
think
Who proposed?
Julian Alvarez, didn't he go to Copa America and the Olympics too or something? Argentina kind of like didn't have a good time.
No. and then got promptly sold when he got back.
Right.
Are you talking about the proposal that occurred on screen?
Yes, my wife is talking about.
That's wild.
I
Can you
can't
imagine
with public proposals?
Mika's against public proposals.
Mika at the swap. Casa flatbed challenge. There's a ring in the Nissan.
You sink it into the bed, and then your man pops up from the bed with the.
No, miss me with that entirely. Like, and then what? Fucking fireworks night? Like,
yeah, depression fireworks and a depression proposal.
Depression proposal.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Just after Locomotive lose, hey, life is meaningless anyway. Why don't we spend it together?
A press box proposal.
Yeah, the press box. Food vouchers.
Someone
all around.
Someone's flying out that window.
If my proposal is in that close proximity to Johnny Cage, the marriage is doomed. Like,
are you kidding? He would be making the announcement.
We've only won one game with that motherfucker in the fucking stadium, and it was to Miami.
And it took us playing
Like, I don't think that is a coincidence.
It took us playing against fucking a Syria D team.
Right.
Oh man.
Okay, are you guys seeing this pistachios commercial?
I did see it.
Okay, can we talk about how it was never said in the poem that Humpty Dumpty was an egg?
Yeah. That man was maimed.
Like, why do we all just agree that he was an egg? It's never explicitly stated.
Because it makes it easier to stomach than to imagine this man's bones and guts splattered
guess
across the
so,
floor.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
There was no cure for him.
Wait, why are we being added by people in the chat of Colin Cowherd sending field level videos from Old Trafford? Like that I could not be less interested than Colin Cowherd at Old Trafford.
It's like that one basketball player who's like a big Spurs fan. It's like I don't care.
No, I know it's you. I'm saying it. Listen, I know it's you. I know it's you. I'm saying why.
Lucas Stauffer and Robert Coronado in the team of the week. Huh.
Oh, I think that was from
Week
Miami.
23. Yeah.
Yeah. Because ain't no way anybody's made it in the team of the week from that Sacramento game.
No.
They're lucky they made it on a plane back. Actually, I guess they probably stayed in California. Do you think they just set up like almost like World Cup style, like a training camp?
Between where and where? Sacramento and yeah, somewhere in the middle.
Orange County, and then we've got one more, right? Before we come back.
Yeah.
Monterey, right?
Monterey.
Monterey.
Yeah, Monterey.
So I'm assuming, I mean, they could set up somewhere they could probably like
In
whatever
the Bay Area.
I was gonna say, ask Oakland to use a training pitch in the meantime. Just stay there, and because sort of like centrally located.
Oh, so I'm seeing this video that you're talking about, Phil. Have you heard about this? So he's not actually like pitch side. That's like a screen in a like bar or whatever.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Colin Cowherd video. It's at a venue of some sort, and that's a giant screen.
What the hell? Even less interesting.
Oh wait, what the fuck? Wait, what is this? Now I'm confused.
You're like, I hate AI.
Wait, is he in like the fucking Vegas sphere watching this game?
It's kind of like that.
What is this?
I looked into it today. So there's two places that have this. There's one in Los Angeles, I think, and one in Dallas.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing this now. Cosm. 2 venues allowing sports fans to watch live games in domes filled with 8K screens.
That seems overwhelming. Like,
wait, but the camera angle that they're showing this game from is fucking horrible.
Like,
that's why I thought he must be in the stands, because why would anyone choose to watch from behind the goal?
Literally, like, not up and behind. Like,
I wonder if that place is gonna have Mbappe cam tomorrow.
I feel like I'm standing right next to him. I feel like Jude Bellingham.
Oh my god.
Mbappe cam. That's so crazy.
Yeah, ESPN's gonna have Mbappe cam tomorrow.
What's ESPN's thing with La Liga? Like does Tebas have beef or have dirt on somebody at ESPN? What is going on?
Man.
Or no, not Tebas. Fucking Papa Flo. It's got to be Papa Flo. Because Tebas hates Real Madrid.
I mean, people always talk about the like New World Order with like the Freemasons and shit. I'm like, it's actually all Papa Flo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he controls the world. Um,
So we actually put the ball in the back of the net, but it was offside. What do we think of that?
I think we
hate it.
haven't had a lot of offside calls against us this year, I don't think. But also we haven't had that many like runs at
Yeah.
goal, I guess. But
There was one game I remember for some reason. It's like it's making me think. I feel like for some reason there was a game where we were getting called for offside like constantly, but it had nothing to do with the fact that we were playing well. It just like or like getting in behind. It was just the fact that we were
in
just being
terrible
like lazy.
position.
Yeah, we were just like being lazy. No, that's actually I mean statistically this might be one of the most even halves that we've played the whole season.
Mm-hmm. I think, well, it's like I'm holding my breath, though, or I'm not. I don't know. I don't know how the phrase goes, but I am not buying too much into it because I feel like a lot of our first halves end up like this, and then we just crumble.
Yeah, we have not been good in the second half. I think it's safe to say this season. And like worth noting that still following that result in Orange County, Locomotive have failed to recover even a single point from a losing position this year. So, I mean, all it would take is basically all it takes is conceding and all hope is lost at that point. As Orange County actually look like they're making a change. Flood. So Ryan Flood coming in. I didn't see for who. To be able to determine whether it's a change of shape, but I mean, Flood typically plays on the left wing, so it could be Hegart, who nearly got the goal there at the end of the first half, but still no. No, Hegart is still
Haggard's
out
right
there as he comes into frame. So Zubak, maybe?
Yeah, because it's not Dunbar and it's not Norris. I saw Norris out there.
I'd be surprised if they. I mean, it could be a change of shape if they took one of the other midfielders off. Zubak's still out there. Scott is still out there. It might have been Norris,
Oh,
actually.
maybe I saw him walking off. Then Norris is the guy that had his hair up, right, in ponytail.
He has blonde, like kind of longer hair.
Hmm. Oh, he's the kid, right? The 17-year-old.
The
Oh, okay,
17-year-old.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was Norris. It looks like who came off as Moshe Bonnet dragged down there, and Locomotive have a free kick. So, yeah, the only halftime change is Ben Norris, the 17-year-old, coming off, and Ryan Flood coming on, which suggests that they are changing to a bit more of an attacking shape for Orange
4-3-2.
County. Maybe going into more of a flat 4-4-2 and maybe moving Dunbar into a more central role with Zubak. We'll see how it actually shapes up. It actually looks a little bit like a maybe like a 4-5-1 at least out of possession it does.
Yeah, I kind of see that.
Locomotive trying to find a way through here and using the left flank. I mean, it was effective in the first half in terms of being a route to goal, and it was often the switches, and Akwe finds Cabrera between the lines, able to play the ball back to Calvillo. Dolenmeyer's worked his way up here, lays it off to Ruiz, who tried to play it around the corner, but OC sniffed that one out. That was kind of strange. That ball played through for Zubak, and it looked like he could have maybe, like, I'm not saying he would have 100% gotten to the ball, but he definitely gave up on it early, as Moreno now trying to get in behind and earns the free kick. Probably question marks could be asked about a potential for a yellow card with that one, given that he sort of had the beating of his man. But El Paso tried to take this one quick, and Lions headed it on for well, no one had made the run.
Gotta say, Lions has been anonymous, if not a liability, because that's where they've been getting all the space on his side. So looking for a better second half from him.
He's definitely been playing. I mean, you can see too his positioning. Like he's definitely not hustling. Like even out of possession, he's not working quickly to get back into like even a wing back position. He's almost like in just as a pure winger, like not
right.
Not really thinking much about defensive duties at the moment. It doesn't seem like. The Locomotive have a throw, and I mean, obviously opening few minutes of the second half, but a bright-ish start from Locomotive in terms of establishing some early possession here. Definitely better than how they started the game. So we'll see if they can use this as a jumping off point, but Orange County win the header on the big switch from Brandon Craig, and sort of in business quite quickly. Ball comes out to Dogman on the left-hand side. We haven't seen Ryan Dogman involved that much. He typically does get involved in the attack, but we haven't actually called his name that much. Haggart goes out to Dunbar. It's well done by Ruiz to just ease Dunbar off the ball and find Cabrera. Cabrera had to check back for that a little bit more than I think he would have potentially wanted to, but Coronado on the ball now finds Lyons out wide on the right. He's got Craig making a run. This really is like the concepts are so similar to fucking Clarehout with the Sheffield United underlapping center backs. Like,
except Sheffield United did it way better.
It's like, has anything actually changed? Orange County able to win this back. Cabrera trying to put some pressure on. Now pressing Shuttler in goal, but Orange County able to play through the pressure, and now again Powers finding the pass out to the left. Haggart with the shot in Jamali Waite. I mean, and a big challenge here from Zubak. He's not happy, but I don't think he can have too many complaints. I mean,
forearm to the back of the head.
Yeah, it looked not good.
And it was not Haggart, actually. It's my mistake. Or wait, yeah, what? Or no, who is that? Oh, it's Flood, the substitute. Yeah. Jamali Waite. I mean, it's at his near post, but he's hit that with a lot of pace and high over his shoulder. So Waite does obviously well to get a strong right hand to it and push it out of the danger area. But save of the week contender.
I do think Flood wasn't sure necessarily what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it allowed Jamali to get square.
Yeah.
But yeah, good save.
Ooh, bad giveaway from Brandon Craig.
Man, Craig is having Dolenmeyer's game from last week. Craig has been terrible today.
Some of the decision making's been been pretty poor. And I mean, Dolenmeyer hasn't exactly had a great game either. So it's
Yeah.
actually it's kind of good.
He's had like 2 redeeming moments
Right.
that
Yeah,
Craig hasn't. So.
the goal line clearance. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and I think it was right before you came on, Christian, but Craig had a chance from a free kick, like in a similar position to where he scored in San Antonio, and he ballooned it over the bar pretty substantially. So did not have the heroics in him. So it's a bad giveaway from Orange County this time, and Moreno onto it.
Shot. Oh, I wanted him to just shoot it from distance.
Cabrera.
Ooh! Someone shoot the ball, for fuck's sake.
I really wanted Cabrera, actually, once he checked back to just have a go.
Yeah, and if you're not going to have a go, that pass needs to be perfect.
Sharp, yeah. And Locomotive have actually played themselves into trouble here somehow off of a something that should have absolutely led to a shot. In the end, it doesn't. And now Dunbar has played a ball down the right-hand side, but Akwe is going to get to this one and play it back to Jamali Waite. So danger averted for now, but that sequence not ending with a shot is just a supreme disappointment, I think you have to say, because between Moreno and as Orange County threatened to get in here.
Offside, but okay.
Ooh. Looks like Coronado caught late, maybe tracking back here. And Haggart gets a booking.
For dissent, too. I don't even think
I don't think foul. I don't think it. Yeah, although.
Which it should be.
Yeah, it's one of those where he sort of like runs through Coronado's follow through. So I think it maybe looks a little bit worse than.
I just don't think there was any attempt to stop.
Yeah.
I think he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah. But man made like Pac-Man and was running his mouth, you know.
With all the back and forth that we've seen in this game, it's still 0-0. Crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of wild, and especially given the chances that both teams have had. The fact that no one scored as Moshe Bane.
Wilmer thought Danny was trash.
Moreno has a go saved by Shuttler.
Good shot by Amando.
Yep.
It's not the most straightforward save because of that bounce.
That bounce, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Shuttler does well, and corner kick forthcoming for Locomotive and Cabrera to take this one. Poor delivery.
Poor. Oh my God.
Ruiz keeps it. Moshe Bane, good reverse ball. Moreno, little back heel looking for Cabrera. Earns another corner. I think when it comes to Andy, I do think he is a talented footballer for this level, and he does continue to play for his dad. Is like that's all you can really say. Calvillo to deliver the corner here to the far post, looking for Dolenmeyer, but couldn't make the contact that he wanted on that.
I was like, because Cabrera always played well against us.
Yeah, he cooked us like.
Yeah.
What was that? 2 seasons, or I guess
2 seasons.
Last season?
No, I don't think he played in USL last season.
No, I can't remember. The mediocrity is.
It's all blurring together.
Yeah.
The first 3 years and the last 3 years have all like they're all their own little homogenous blobs.
Yeah.
Very violent time jump. Oh my God, Brandon Craig is having
Oh,
a
a
shocker.
mare, and Zubak luckily drags a shot wide.
Hold on, someone's about to trauma dump in the chat.
Jesus Christ.
Lucky. Zubak probably wants that one back. It sat up so nicely for him. But Locomotive give it away out from the back again and sort of immediately under pressure.
Ooh.
Ball's left for Dogman. There's a trip in the box. Dogman drills it in. Some like very Keystone Cops level yakety sax type shit happening. Luckily everything panned out okay. But Orange County threatening here. Dogman, that was a good looking ball in, and not for the first time tonight that Zubak sort of given up on a ball before it looks like a, obviously it looks
Yeah.
different from field level, but that's the second time that he's given up on a ball. And it, I will say Dogman did not look particularly happy with the fact he didn't try to get on the end of that.
A lot of pressure.
Craig bailing out Calvillo there has to be said. It was just a lump forward in the end, but Eric's header was potentially bad news, and Craig able to boot it long. Well, I'm also glad you guys are able to be civil after a heated Seriously Loco derby this morning in the Premier League on opening day.
That second half was tricky.
Yeah. It's not a competitive enough matchup for there to be any sort of hard feelings.
I mean,
I
it was
think
competitive
Wolves can beat Chelsea next week.
It was competitive in some ways, for sure.
It was. No, it wasn't like an easy.
Yeah, I didn't
game.
really give us a chance personally.
Plus, Mosquera's ready to launch his OnlyFans.
Yo, that
man
is proper weird.
He
like,
made a name for himself today.
Corner coming in from Orange County.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not particularly, again, Dolenmeyer and Jamali Waite with a bit of miscommunication. And then my stream just cut.
Mine too.
Okay. Jamali recovered. Jesus Christ. And now they're fumbling over each other in the box.
An error occurred. Please try again later.
What if I just said, nah, I'm good? Yeah, what the hell?
Moreno's got a ball down the line. He's one-on-one in the box.
Okay, I'm seeing a replay of this. Moreno, and it was a last-second dive. Okay, hold on. I'm at 61 minutes.
Me too.
I think you're ahead of me now.
All right, I'm paused at 61.
55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61.
Okay. Calvillo setting down the corner kick here. Calvillo looking to whip this one in against his former team. Goes far post. I actually had a moment there where I was like, I don't think Colin Shuttler's goalkeeper jersey is different enough from his teammate. Like, the purple is not doing it in a melee in the box. Like, that would need to be a much brighter purple. Like
I
on
also just
TV, it
feel
does
like
not distinguish
Championship
that much.
Soccer
Actually,
Stadium is not that well lit. It feels like.
that could be most of the issue. At field level, it probably is fine, but on TV, like those jerseys do not look. I thought that a outfield player just swatted at the ball randomly. Can Cabrera get on the end of this one? He can.
Oh, that was the ball
He,
fair.
yeah, he missed Moshibane, but did well to press and win it back. Coronado, Moreno, Calvillo.
Someone just shoot the ball.
Surely a penalty. Oh, it is a penalty. Miles Lyons brought down in the box, and Locomotive have themselves a penalty. It did look clumsy for sure from Orange County in real time. We'll obviously have a look at it, but what's the take here, Mika? Having seen the replay.
I mean, yeah, it's a penalty
For
But
sure.
this
Yeah.
whole sequence is comical. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, no, That's a
Super
very
late.
very
Super
clear
late.
penalty. And I'm sure I'm not listening to the commentators, but if there's any Orange County stuff going on, I'm assuming that it would have something to do with he didn't immediately fall or something like that. And it's like doesn't mean it's not a foul.
Right.
Who's taking it?
Calvillo.
Mm.
And we have not had the most reliable penalties over the last 3 years. So everybody holds their breath as Eric Calvillo takes this one, smashes home against his former club.
And refuses to celebrate.
Lack of celebration as he holds his
Excuse me.
hands up to the Orange County faithful. But El Paso Locomotive take the lead in Southern California via a penalty.
Yeah. I low-key forgot Eric is literally a USL like champion.
Where are you guys at so I can pause? I think I'm ahead.
You are definitely. It's showing a replay now, so we don't have the clock. But once we're beyond the replay. But yeah, Calvillo holding his hands up. And I mean, Locomotive, it's not okay, so we're at 64-30.
Okay, I'm gonna pause at 64-43.
Okay. 40, 41, 42, 43. As they look, Orange County's going to look to get things restarted. But guys, I mean, a Locomotive lead at a team that's not a complete meme. And I guess you could say the lead is, while probably not deserved in like this, it's not like we should be, blowing them out or anything like that. But the lead, I guess you could say it's not undeserved in that Locomotive have played pretty well to start the second half and probably deserved the slice of luck.
I was gonna say, yeah, just the back and forth nature of the game. You're always gonna have mistakes like this.
Moreno brought down and
like the one that just happened now.
Yeah. And
the ref has done sorry.
Go ahead.
I was like, the ref has done a good job of calling these fouls, but I think he needs to start being a little more generous with the cards.
That should be a yellow for sure. If you're that far behind the player and you just and I mean, if you're that far behind the player and you just clearly bring him down, like there's no effort to play the ball, like it's a textbook yellow. But a good area here, and it looks like Brandon Craig has been
banished.
Yeah. Calvillo lining this one up. Moshibane also over it. Although, I mean, left foot, you might argue, might be the better option. But Calvillo will take this one, and it's off the post.
Man, that was so close.
Just about a perfect free kick.
I wanted 2 apologies.
Agonizingly close for Eric Calvillo as it kisses the outside of the post. and goes behind. So his tally and Locomotives on the night. Orange County looking to restart here. There was also a substitution in there. Bryce Jamison came on for Ryan Dogman. So a very attacking change. I think that's safe to say. Jamison, an attacker.
Handball?
Handball, bro. What? He just took it down with his bicep. Are you kidding?
That was crazy. I don't even know. I don't even know what to think of that. As Cabrera took that off the toe of Hegart, but then Orange County take it right back. I'm being reminded by the ticker at the bottom of the screen that the League's Cup is happening right now.
They're trying to make this shit happen, and I'm like, I do not care.
Totally forgot that it was going on, as did much of the fan bases of the teams involved, I think.
Once Juarez was out, I was not interested.
Poor take from Ryan Flood, who it looks like they've actually moved Flood back to left back, maybe? Like he's in Dogman's position, and it looks like Bryce Jamison has taken up that sort of left wing area where Flood was playing. So a bit of a shakeup out on Orange County's left flank. Lions playing around Flood.
Ooh.
And a good take from Eric, who, man, a confident Eric Calvillo is just a joy to watch play football. As advantage played, a big challenge came in, and there's got to be probably so the referee has actually pulled it back for the first foul, even though his assistant
He played advantage. No,
he played advantage, and his assistant was flagging for a foul on Miles Lyons.
No, that's a good challenge from Andrew Fox.
Yeah,
It is a good challenge from Andrew Fox, but the assistant was flagging for a foul.
Yeah.
So the referee has actually bailed them out here because he decided to pull it back for the earlier foul. And I think he's given Bryce Jamison a yellow for the initial challenge.
Step on the field, yellow.
Yeah. That was actually it was a good challenge from Andrew Fox. And the sort of thing that we once had the pleasure of seeing in Locomotive colors, unfortunately. But
I mean, it's 70 minutes, guys, and we haven't made a change.
Yeah. Is this is it minutes management from well, not really, because I guess everybody on the field basically played 90 minutes, right? Cabrera, Moreno all played 90 minutes. Moshe Bane came off the bench against Sac. Calvillo played the whole game, I think.
Do we play on Wednesday or Saturday again?
Do we have
Against
another?
Monterey?
Let's see.
Oh,
Danny's challenges are not good.
Andy,
my bad.
No, next Saturday against Monterey. Oof, that is a really bad
Gotta
tackle.
be a yellow card. Gotta be. This is the problem though. Is like he's let it go so long. Okay, Eric, don't get sent off. But he's let it go so long that now tempers are boiling over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's doing a good job blowing the whistle, but you've got to punish those.
Oof,
That's
initial
terrible.
That's actually two terrible challenges because that on Moshe Bane's ankle was from Flood was really bad,
and he's in a position to see it.
Yeah. Flood stamps on his ankle, and then Scott takes him out. Once upon a time, that it was funny, like that the scissor action of the legs used to be like what was described by most referees as like the reason that they would send people off.
Yeah, I thought it's
like when you see
when
you see that action, it's like sort of indicative of violent conduct. So yeah, that was a terrible challenge from Kyle Scott, but but the initial challenge from Ryan Flood was not clever either. So
That's a horrible. Yeah, commentators saying it should be red.
yeah. Yeah, Scott got away with one there, I think, safe to say. Luckily, Toomey is up and back with it. I will say his performance might go a bit under the radar. That's a high boot, surely. Coronado unfazed and wins the ball back, but I was like, that cannot. Anyways, Ruiz running into a dangerous position, but Toomey's performance, I think, will go a little bit under the radar, but has done well being that that playmaker to try to break lines as Orange County try to go direct and get in behind, and loose touch from Bryce Jamison leads to a goal kick. But I think Toomey's been sharp on the ball and in distributing sort of like that, opening up the play a little bit, and some of the switches that he's had and finding space has just been good. And I know, a far cry from what we were expecting in terms of like double-digit goals and tons of goal involvements and stuff like that, but a step in the right direction, shall we say, from Toomey in terms of maybe a confidence builder.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think overall Toomey's been one of like the lesser like issues in this squad, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, are we ever gonna make a substitution? Like, I feel like this game is completely past Miles Lyons by. I don't understand how he's still on the pitch.
I'd even, because trying to think, I mean, I'd say, especially with the lead, you'd make an argument for Bolu.
This is nice.
Ball into the feet of Moreno in the box. Moreno trying to find something, chips something in for Cabrera. Lyons plays it back to Coronado. Coronado onto his right foot. Low shot saved by Shuttler. There's a lot of S's in there. But yeah, Bolu. I feel like between Bolu, Nick Hines, and maybe even Zacharias in terms of just like a work rate and like physicality perspective, like maybe there's arguments to be made. But he's left it so late that any change you almost need to make, a couple of changes, and you risk really upsetting the balance now, like making 2 or 3 changes at once.
Right. Yeah, I'm not really understanding what the play is here.
Cross in from Orange County, too close to Jamali Waite. Yeah, 75 minutes gone and no substitutions just feels a little bit, I don't know. We're asking a lot of the 11 players out there to try to see this one out as Lyons gives the ball away. And Orange County threatening here. Hagar gets it out wide. Dunbar has a go, and Jamali Waite stands tall at his near post. And then Dolenmeyer actually does find a way away from the pressure, and ball might just it's collected by Orange County. I think this is a fair shot as Orange County getting forward again, but I think this is a fair shot that like the movement has been some of the best we've seen.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's
again, bar is in hell, but
yeah.
Right.
Orange County trying to get forward again.
Oh, he must be off.
Zubak tripped by the turf monster. Yeah, he
I
looked
would have been
he
so
looked
pissed
miles
because Kyle
offside.
Scott shouldn't be on the pitch.
No. It's just the sort of thing that would happen though, right? Like
Right.
it looks like maybe Andy Cabrera's night is over. He's making his way towards the sideline. It looks like
And
Toomey as well. Still waiting to see
Bolu and
The referee is rushing them off.
yeah, Bolu and Ricardo Zacharias coming in. Sensible change, right? Like the guy
Mushai
who's
was
ostensibly
really good.
the guy who's ostensibly played in the 10, you bring in a 6 instead to change the balance of the midfield, and then bringing out Zacharias in place of Cabrera just for legs and like a physical presence
Yeah.
out wide. But sort of immediately under pressure here, but Jamali Waite claims well. Man, it really is depressing to think about the fact that Jamali Waite 100% should be like leading us to, like with his goalkeeping performances, we should basically be unstoppable.
Yeah.
And instead he's just had to bail out the worst team in the league all season. Orange County
and
back in
somehow
possession.
keep a good attitude about it all.
I know he hasn't been just throwing his toys out of the pram, as they say.
Right.
Kyle Scott to Bryce Jameson. They get it to Hegart. Diving clearance from Aquay, and then Calvillo.
Nothing. But we got to get the ball back.
And Coronado eventually comes away with it out of that melee. Kyle Scott with a shove there. He's definitely not being careful in the strictest sense. Eric Calvillo definitely wins the ball. And then just sort of gets run into rather than anything
I think
else.
somebody in the crowd just shouted, "Is the referee from El Paso?"
If he is, we don't claim him.
Ball down the line for Moreno. Moreno shaping to shoot, blocked. And then Miles Lyons, man.
Cabrera's like, what the hell did you do that for?
Miles, like, chill, dude. Oh, and he gets booked. Like,
it's stupid.
90 yards from your own goal.
It's stupid that he booked him for that, considering everything else, but also, like, why give him the opportunity to do it?
Well, there's just he's going nowhere. He's not facing the goal. Like, even if you win it back in that position, like, it's not, I don't know. The risk and reward is just like off. As Christian Sordo and Seth Kasipli come on. Seth Kasipli, we used to joke about his mustache a lot.
Yep. From the Reno days, right?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
They might be getting revived.
What?
Reno might be back. I think in League One they're targeting, but yeah, there is a group because OKC is also alive. So we could see a return to 2019 days. Well, except for they'll be in League One, I think. But.
I was like, how is Lexington coming to championship? But
it's funny for the amount of money they spent. Like preseason, we were like, Lexington is building a championship roster, and then they've been like bang average in League One, which is pretty funny. But then again, we thought Locomotive were building a championship winning roster, and we're bottom of the league. So the fuck do we know, I guess. Long ball forward, cut out by Orange County.
That was weird.
Wait.
What did he just call?
You just give offside? Wasn't that a goal kick?
Don't know.
I don't know. I'm done guessing. Dollenmeyer able to get that one long, but he turned a quite simple interception into something very complicated there in the end, where he had to make like 3 turns. And anyways, it is still 1-0, and that is just fine and dandy. Nothing else to say about that. Cross coming in from Orange County, headed away. Cut back. Bryce Jamison. Cross goes to the far post and nodded over the bar.
Yeah, we needed that move to end.
On a different night, Ethan Zubak has a hat trick. And for whatever reason, he just is not feeling it tonight.
Man,
I think he gets caught between two minds a little bit. It feels like
kind
where
of looked like he wanted to go across the box.
he looked like he wanted to square it, and then but he ends up. I don't know if it's just a misconnection or if he changed his mind at the last minute. But a long diagonal here for Zubak again. Cross comes in, flicked away. Not enough done by Calvillo, and then Sordo trips over his own feet. And then corner given.
This is very chaotic.
Brandon Craig down holding his toe, but took a big risk there with that hefty swing for the clearance.
Yeah, he's actually lucky he gets fouled.
Well, and he's lucky the ref doesn't give anything, because he definitely takes a big swing. But cross coming in, Jamali Waite does well to claim that on the ensuing corner. Locomotive's passing getting a little bit ragged, and you almost feel like, I mean, probably a combination of fatigue, but also it feels like there may be we haven't been in game management mode all that often this season, is what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah,
we don't really.
We haven't
have,
had to see a game out.
Yeah,
trying to see a game
that's
out.
That's why this is so nerve wracking. Haven't felt this feeling in.
I mean, Orange County definitely wants something from this game.
Yeah, they're pushing forward pretty significantly. Jamali Waite able to claim that cross as well, and Jamali Waite obviously well known for the quality of his shot stopping, but I feel like he's just such a good decision maker.
Yeah, he just all the fundamentals he just does really well.
Yeah,
very well rounded, I think.
Because it's been quite rare that he doesn't get it right when it comes to claiming or when to close down the angle, or when to stay home, or when to go claim a high ball, and when to stick to his line. I don't know. It just feels like he often makes the right decision. But we get another sub, Ruiz, on for Orange County.
I feel like this last 10 minutes is just hours long.
Oh yeah, no, this has been dragging for sure. Well done by Akwe to usher that out past Scott for the goal kick. Jamali definitely taking his time with with everything and trying to help keep everyone calm in the closing stages. Scott with the switch out to the right-hand side. Cross comes in, headed away by Dolenmeyer, and then Coronado able to collect it. Ball over the top, looking for Zacharias. He's got the fresh legs. And he does get there first. Is able to check back.
That's
And then
really,
Calvillo.
really smart from
Yeah.
Yes, he could have tried to go for glory and beat 3 people and lose the ball, but he just keeps it. That's what you got to do in these situations.
Yep. And then clever from Moreno there too to win the free kick, kind of going nowhere as Nick Hines preparing to come on. 89th minute now. And Amano Moreno being booked on his way off the field. I'm assuming for taking too long.
Yeah, for choosing to go all the way across the field. He was literally on the sideline over there. Ooh, imagine that's
if
the
he
kind
gets
of thing.
sent off. If he gets sent off before, because he's like slowing down.
I'm dead.
I'm like, would the referee dare?
See, but that's the kind of thing where when he was in a yellow shirt, made me absolutely hate it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, free kick to Locomotive. Not exactly sure what the idea there was. I guess they were trying to catch him off or catch him out and get him behind, but they do give up possession. Felt like for all those short set pieces we've taken, like we don't decide to just take that one short and make sure we hold on to the ball. Anywho. Orange County back in possession. They've definitely pushed everyone forward.
And there's going to be.
I think Seth Kasipli is technically playing as a center back right now. Oh, Jamali Waite with a quick fumble there, but actually a foul given for the contact in the box.
There's going to be a stupid amount of extra time because of all the cards and stuff.
Yeah, there's a raised arm in there too from was that Nakim? Orange County get a free kick and definitely looking to get on with things. 6 minutes added on.
Ugh.
I didn't realize we lost you, Mika. Sorry about that.
All good as tradition.
Right as the clock strikes 90, Mika's internet must go out. It's just what happens.
Literally. So 6 minutes of added time, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're at 91. I'm not sure where you
Yes.
I'm not sure if you. Okay, cool.
That's a foul.
Flood skips past Calvillo. Ball in, headed away by Akwe. Kasipli trying to get on the end of it, but ushered out by Ruiz, and then Ruiz fouled by Kasipli. And Locomotive really trying to use every every second to their advantage at this moment. Long ball up to Zacharias. Hines fouled. And you got to say, I mean, the Zacharias substitution for the, what you would say like relatively minor impact that he's had has had exactly the desired effect of like when the ball has been in his area, it sticks to him and like he's playing simple and retaining possession.
Yeah.
Brandon Craig on the other.
Yeah, it was like, don't give the ball back to him for these last 3 minutes.
Zacharias with a nice turn in midfield. Now he gets a little bit of space to run. Plays the ball out to the left-hand side for Hines. Hines can take this one to the corner and will. And wins the throw. No, throw goes Orange County's way. 3 minutes left of stoppage time to play as the clock ticks across 93. And he'll have the throw retaken from a different position. Approximately 1/2 step back from where he originally took the throw from. That was like a meme in the Liverpool game today was Tim Robinson, which is the actual name of the referee.
Oh no.
and I think he should leave joke. He was being a real stickler about where they were taking free kicks from, and then the players would just move it back as soon as he turned around. And it happened like 5 times. It's very funny. I think a corner earned here from Locomotive. Zacharias again. He's just a tough guy to get off the ball. In terms of the physical stature, like he's just tough to. He's a tough guy to body. So corner kick for Locomotive. If they don't take this short, I will literally lose my mind. And they do. Zacharias played it infield for some reason. And I just got done praising him with all of the good things
decisions.
He said. I have no idea like what he was trying to do with that. As that throw does go Locomotive's way. And just about a minute and a half left in stoppage time here, unless the referee decides to add on anything more. Nice little bit of footwork from Ruiz, and then looks for Zacharias. Zacharias really strong here. Ball comes to Bolu, who pushed up in support of Zacharias. And then the flag went up against Akinyode. You won't hear that very often.
Okay, where did they take that kick from? Because I'm pretty sure the ball never stopped moving.
And Orange County definitely eager to get on with things. Ruiz plays the ball across. Dolenmeyer rises well to head that away. But it'll be put back into the mixer and then booted away by Akwe. And now Orange County still pressing here. Flood trying to get in across. Just about 15 seconds left of stoppage time as it looks like Flood is preparing for the long throw. And this is sort of the last throw of the dice from Orange County. Right on 96 minutes. Headed into the box. Zacharias boots it away. Referee looks at his watch. He hasn't blown for full time yet.
That's gotta be it.
Blocked away, and that is full time. El Paso Locomotive win on the road in Orange County, 1-0. The penalty from Eric Calvillo.
I forgot it was a penalty.
And wow. Well.
3 out of 4 results for us. You got to make the numbers say what you want, right?
Say what you want. Yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, a result for Locomotive on the road, and I guess thoughts at full time, guys.
I mean, it was a high risk, high reward strategy to get into a track meet with Orange County. Again, they've not been blowing people away, but they have had a significantly better season than we have. So, to go on the road and try to play that kind of game was risky, but ultimately it paid off with forcing them to make the mistake and concede the penalty. And then Eric Javio, who I thought had a decent game besides the penalty, puts it away against his old team. So you take it. You absolutely take it. Other good performances too. I think Tumi Moshabani was really good. Jamali Waite, I mean, he's always good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and some of the passing that we've seen was at a much higher level than we've seen most of the season. So, yeah, you do. I think you do have to give the guys some credit for this one.
Yeah, I mean, is this like? I think this was the most complete match of the season. Everyone played well. I shouldn't. I mean, the defenders had some rough games between Dollenmeyer and Craig, but in the end, they did their job as far as we didn't allow a goal, and everyone seemed to be on the same page for 90 minutes, which I think has been the biggest issue. Everyone was clocked in for all 90 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, completely fair. I think the question now essentially is, we got the win in Miami, came out and had probably one of the worst performances of the season in Sacramento. That game could have been 6-7-0, right? And it wouldn't have been undeserved. We come back. This was a response for sure. Like the team definitely bounced back, had a much better performance. Is the key now just like not regressing against Monterey Bay? Because we've had these sort of games before. Like, I mean, Charleston sort of away comes to mind where it's like, okay, we kind of like ground out a result and then we lost like 5 in a row or whatever, like after that. So it's like, it really, I guess, like it just has to be like, hey, enjoy this right this second. And you have to sort of cement the improvement against Monterey.
Yeah, no, I think the latter. I think you kind of have to like, pat yourself on the back, but still have kind of a short memory because you have to go again so soon. And I mean, to be fair, like if we were to nitpick this, I mean, I don't know that this game was necessarily managed all that well. I think the late changes definitely were a head scratcher. A lot of guys were laboring towards the end there, so I don't know really what the thought was there. So, things for him to take away from the game, I think. But yeah, I think you just kind of have to have the mentality of we go again.
And I want to point out this comment right here. We recorded, just to be very clear, 2 weeks ago after, like, at one of the lowest points. So like, let's not be too revisionist, shall we?
No, I think he's just trying to encourage us to be
productive.
I know.
I know. And we yeah, with a week in between, I'm sure we'll find a time for the pod. But yeah, well, thank you guys for hanging out. Feels good to win. And yeah, Locomotive now back next week against Monterey to close out this like California road trip.
Clean sheet too.
Yeah.
Which cannot be overstated.
I can't believe this proposal is going to be like, hey, they proposed at halftime of a 1-0 loss to Locomotive, who was bottom of the table at the time.
Oh my god.
that relationship.
I
I've got
mean?
bad news.
Doomed.
No, but seriously, thank you guys for everybody for hanging out, and yeah, we'll I guess see you on the pod soon, but yeah, until next time, stay loco.
See ya.